Welcome to the Knackly Tryout training series. In this video, we're going to cover how to create and add variables to a document. I've already logged into my Word add-in. I'm going to go ahead and click on Company Documents. And in this case, for this training, I'm going to go to the State Intake. And I've gone ahead and have added a few more fields that I want to add. So I want to start collecting a little bit more information about the client and the spouse. So first step is I don't have US citizen as a variable already. So if I go to client, I just search through here. Nope, I don't have US citizen. So I can just go ahead and click add new variable. And you'll see here that we have party. Party is basically a kind of a building block of a whole bunch of grouped variables, and we will use party in clients, in spouses, employees, opposing party. You'll see that we have that in a number of places. And in order to add a citizen or birth date or state of birth or any of these, I will want to do that in party, so that I want to add it in this group of variables. So I'm going to do US citizen. I'm going to just do a true false. And I'm going to press OK. Now if I come down to client and I scroll down towards the bottom here, you'll see it's highlighted for me. I just clicked it in. Now birth date. Birth date I actually had already created previously for the children, and because I had created it for the children, it's automatically available in my client's information as well. So on dates, I could just go through and double click it and bring it in, and it would bring in month, a year that looks like that. So it would give a spell out the month. Or I can come here, insert it with formatting, and I just want it to be formatted with to look more like month, day, year with the braces on it. Now, state of birth. I don't have a state of birth. I do have a state here, but not a state of birth. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new variable. And I'm going to do this as a drop-down list. I'm going to click party. I'm going to do it as a selection. So I can select from the list. So state of birth. And we like, as kind of a naming convention that we use, is we like initial caps of every word. And you cannot have spaces in there. In our variables. I can also get, if I want to make this look a little bit, state of birth. I can go through and add that. Click on option listed below. We could go through and we could certainly put it on all of our states that way. Or if there's only a couple of states that we wanted to have, we can put those in there. But in this case, I'm going to use a table which I've already created, so I can point to the states table. And I'm going to press OK. And then I just go into client. I scroll down, and I can just put state of birth. And if I wanted the full name, I could put name. Otherwise, I could do abbreviated. In this case, I'm just going to do abbreviated. And now I've got county. County is going to be very similar. I'm going to click add a new variable. I'm going to do it in the party. I really have two options here with counties. If I know that I'm only going to use certain counties, I could do it as a selection, or I could do it as a text and have it give suggestions. So in this case, I'm actually going to do it as a text variable. So I'm just going to say county, residing county, put that in there. And then I will go through, I'll do county, and because I want to add some drop downs to it, I'll go ahead and edit the variable. And here you'll see answer suggestions. None means that we're not going to give anything. I'm going to do some fixed values and do some suggested answers. So I'm going to say Utah County. And I can just put in my most common Salt Lake. I could just keep putting in the various ones here. Then the user can either select from this list or they can type it in. So I'll click OK, and then I'll show you here in just a minute how this is going to look. I'll put county. And I want to do a text field, which is reason for creating a state plan. I'm going to add one more variable. Click party. It's going to be text. So estate reason. Plan. Come down. And I can just insert that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click save so I can make sure I have it uploaded. And now what we're going to see is these new questions are going to start being asked. So I'm going to go to the Knackly Tryout. I'm in the state client intake. I go into the client, and now you'll see I've got my date of birth, my reason for creating a state plan, and that just gives me one line. And then I've got my residing county. If you come over here, and this is showing up because of Google, I can start typing Utah and it's going to give me Utah. I can erase that and put in Salt Lake. And then state of birth, where we're born. And you'll notice that these were automatically created to the intake just based on, and I've got my US citizen here. Click complete, and I've created it. And this was, all of these were automatically added to that intake just by me adding them here. Now I could go through and do the spouse's birth date, and you'll see that all the variables that I previously added are also available because I did it as part of the model. And I'll put state of birth. I'll put the abbreviation in. And I click save, and now it will ask me the information for the spouse. And that is how you go through and add new variables to the document and the intake and create new variables. Please check out our other videos, and looking forward to continuing to help you automate your documents.